Hi, my name's Jess, and I'm here today to talk to you about some transport options that you've got for getting to Taronga Zoo. Now, you might remember that Angela has already spoken to you a little bit about Taronga Zoo and why you'd want to go there, what you might see there, and the things you can do there. Okay, so can anyone tell me why it's important that we know about public transport? Yes, exactly. So we know how to go places, things like job interviews, visiting friends and family, even coming to class on public transport. It's all good to know. So can anyone tell me what words we might already know about public transport? Yes, train, bus, tram, good one. Okay, so that's a good place to start. Don't forget, you can always stop me and ask any questions if I'm going too fast or not making sense, so please don't be shy. Okay, so let's start with our first activity today. Let's open up our web browser and go to the website taronga.org.au. Now, this might still be in your browser history from your lesson with Angela. Okay, now we've got that. We'll go to that site and scroll right down to the bottom where the small print is. It's really tiny. So in the first column, the second link down should be visitor information. We need to click on that. Okay, great. Now we need to find the link that says getting there by ferry and bus. Can you see that there under the map? Great. All right, we'll click on that and we'll read together about the ferries and the trains. Oh, good question. What is a ferry? Can anyone explain that? No? Oh, that's okay. A ferry is a boat form of public transport. So it takes you short distances across bodies of water like Sydney Harbour. You'll find lots of them in the harbour. Okay, so think about that in your own language if it helps. And if ferry is a new word for you, please feel free to write that down. That's F-E-R-R-Y. Okay, great. So let's read. Taronga Zoo is approximately 12 minutes by ferry from the CBD. Ferries depart from Circular Quay regularly on weekdays and weekends. All right, now the trains. Catch a train to Circular Quay, then take a ferry to Taronga Zoo Wharf. We'll understand this? No funny words? Yeah, quay, that's a tricky one because it's spelled Q-U-A-Y, quay, but we say a quay, like house key. What is a quay? Well, it's a place where a lot of boats come and go from. And if you do go to Circular Quay, you'll see a lot of ferries taking people to the various places around the harbour. So it's a very busy place. So write that one down if that's a new word for you, and maybe even draw a little picture of a quay next to it so you can remember what it should sound like when you say it. Okay, so now we know about ferries and trains, let's talk about what time we can get them. So what I'll get you to do is go to the transportnewsouthwales.info website. Got that? Great. Okay, now pop in Central Station as your point of origin, so where you're getting on the train, and Taronga Zoo Wharf as where you're getting off the ferry. Okay, so that should have returned some results for you. Oh yes, we're going to put in the time as arriving there before 10 a.m. Friday. Okay, yes, now you can search it. Very good. So, a few questions about those results. Can anyone tell me where we get off the train and onto the ferry? Circular Quay, yeah, very good. Good memory. So, how many options did this search return for us? 4, yeah, exactly. So what was the earliest option on this list that it's given us? 8:34 in the morning, yeah, exactly. And how about the shortest journey, so the least amount of time we'll have to spend on public transport? 28 minutes, exactly. And what about the opposite? What about the longest amount of time we'd have to spend on public transport? 33 minutes, yeah. So about half an hour, not a lot of difference each way. So that's good. Now, so we know about when to get the train and ferry. Let's look at how much it costs because next lesson you'll be looking at budgeting with Francois. So go up the top to where it says tickets in the blue bar. Yeah, click on that. Now click on T for train. And who can tell me on this page how much is an adult return for a 0 to 10 kilometre trip? $7.60. Great, well spotted. So how about go back and click on the F for ferry. How much is a My Ferry adult return? $12, perfect. So write these ones down and bring them along to your next lesson with Francois. Okay, great. So that's it for today. If there's no questions, we'll wrap up here. I really hope that you've learned some new words and learned about your transport options. And I do hope you feel a bit more confident about using public transport to get around and explore your new city. Thank you, and I'll see you later.